Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on Mysterious JG. So, in housekeeping, since the last time I recorded, let me see, what have I got to tell you? So I found out that the reason we can't locate that one scroll is because the person who made this back that I'm using made it for the Xbox 360 version and just copy-pasted big chunks of it to the PlayStation 3 version, without apparently checking to see if it was right, or possibly changes were made in subsequent releases. Either way, I found this out through the GameFAQs board, and I'm not terribly worried about, because there's a specific item I'm looking for was one that created a thread. Hey, where is this? It's not where the fact says. But it'll be okay from everything I'm hearing. And we might end up also missing some Lives of the Thousand Gods, or there might be Lives of the Thousand Gods that are there around that are not mentioned in this fact. It'll all work out. I'll be kind of annoyed if we miss Golden Scarabs, but it's not as big a deal as it is in Ninja Gaiden Sigma or in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Speaking of Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, I felt like playing Ninja Gaiden. I'm a Ninja Gaiden kick because of starting this LP, but didn't really want to record. So I was playing some Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I was just like, I'll play ahead, because on that one I happen to know you have to win the game once to unlock the other characters, and I was kind of interested to see the other characters you can play as, mostly TNA, of course. But then I come to find out in that game, you actually, as you collect golden scarabs, it unlocks stuff that's useful, and you unlock weapons as you play the game, and your actual karma points that you earn in combat can be used to somewhat level up the character a little bit. There's a little bit of that role-playing element to it, not much, but there's some. And as a result, I was like, alright, well I'll just play through the freaking game, and then when we go to do the LP, I'll have a slightly leveled character, and hopefully no one will mind, because if you're watching my channel to see a purist playthrough of an leveled up character on the highest difficulty, you are barking up the wrong tree, as I've made clear. So when we get to playing Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, not only will I not really be obsessed with finding every golden scarab, because they're still in the game world, but they are then, once you've already found them, they are silver scarabs, and they just count for points. They don't unlock stuff anymore. Not only will I not be obsessed with finding every single one of those, but hopefully we'll have a little bit of an advantage. But I did notice while playing Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the lowest difficulty, which in that game is not the default. I had to manually select a lower difficulty because I was just going to keep around off camera. I got through the first, I guess, 3 or 4 chapters of the game before noticing it, because I wasn't running into a lot of difficulty. I'd have, like, occasional troubles, but not much. Mostly I would have slightly difficult jumps or a quick time event that I had trouble with, but I was getting through the combat okay. And then in the Act 4 boss, which is a dinosaur whose mind is being controlled by technology, because yes, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge will feature you fighting a dinosaur that is being controlled by technology. I noticed, wow, I've been spending a lot of time during this boss fight in critical health, like almost dead, but I haven't died yet. Pardon me. But I got through that, I was like, I wonder. And then, like, at a later boss fight, I found the same thing, and I eventually realized, I've died once or twice on, you fail, you die jumps. And I've died on 1 or 2 plot QuickTime events where I didn't hit the right button, but I've never died from having my health depleted in combat. And I eventually learned that on the lowest difficulty level in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, you can't die from fighting. You get fewer points. If you get to the point where you should have died, you end up getting no points earned to level up your character. But that's it. That's the penalty. And it's basically a mode. It's perfect for LPing in a way. It's the mode if you just want to see the story. But that reminds me of the last stupid little thing I'll talk about before we actually get to the video, and that is that, yes, I mentioned this guy in the first or second video, a guy who showed up in like every video of the first, 10 or so videos of my Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1 LP, with lengthy, mean-spirited, nasty, insulting, trollish comments in the comments section. So yeah, I wasn't that shocked. He showed up again in video 2 of this LP, and don't go looking for the comment. I did what I should have done way back when, which is blocked him. But yeah, he just popped up and just kind of like insulted me. He says, "Hey, I remember you. You make worthless LPs. Are you playing this game now? Are you going to play this game with extra easy difficulty, like extra wimpy game settings or something?" And no, I immediately blocked him without composing a response. But no, it just struck me like, wow. I can't remember how long ago the Ninja Gaiden Sigma LP was. Less than a year, probably. But this guy has had nothing to say, positive or negative, on any non-Ninja Gaiden content on my channel. Just showing up anytime I do Ninja Gaiden to be nasty. Which suggests that it's like, you know, for some people, you play this game improperly, you're not playing at the highest difficulty setting, you're taking advantage of facts. It's like you're eating the most fantastic cut of filet mignon steak ever, and you order it cooked extra well done, and you smother it with ketchup. And thus you're ruining what should be an incredible experience by just going about it in a completely wrong way. But the flip side of the coin is that you could go to Taco Bell and you could decide to put 2 hot sauce packets on your Doritos Locos Taco. And somebody could like say, "You Philistine, how could you put 2 packets of hot sauce on this Doritos Locos Taco? You can barely taste the meat product or the Doritos Locos flavoring on the taco shell." I would say playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma at like the wrong difficulty setting is probably somewhere in between ruining a great steak and, quote, ruining a Doritos Locos Taco. It's a very well done action game. All of the Ninja Gaiden Sigma games are, even Razor's Edge, which takes a lot of shit from fans of the first 2 games. But, that being said, you basically play this adventure story as a ninja in a fetish costume, and you're fighting demons and skull dragons and all sorts of nonsense. And the Sigma, version features all different playable characters, but they're all pinup girls. So it's possible, if you get really upset at the way someone plays Ninja Gaiden Sigma, you might be taking it too seriously. Alright, so that is way too much time given to all of those topics, but I am going to now go ahead and actually get a couple of videos recorded tonight. Well, a couple, 3 or 4 probably. But as I mentioned, we got completely stuck on Chapter 2, wandering around looking for an item which is not there. But we now know better, and we're going to forge ahead. We do have a Lives of the Thousand Gods and a Life of the Gods to get before we wrap up this chapter, so we need to make sure we don't miss those. And I mean need to make sure, I mean we should make sure. Chapter 2, The Castle of the Dragon. The shadow of the Black Spider clan reaches Hayabusa Village. They hunt for the demon statue, the key to resurrecting the Archfiend. Only Joe Hayabusa and his friend Ken, his body still mending from his last battle, stands between them. Genshin, leader of the Black Spider Ninja clan, faces his longtime rival in a fateful duel. As the castle of the dragon burns, the otherworldly Elizabeth smiles coldly. The seal binding the demon statue is broken. That sounds like spoilers. I don't know that we've seen that happen yet. So we got our level 2 Lunar. I make sure I still know what buttons do what. I've been playing Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Controls are extremely similar. I think we should be fine. Let's make sure that we don't get eaten by this dragon statue. So we heal and save at this statue here. Let's kill some enemies first. So there will probably be some. See all the techniques. There are. I'm good at those. I swear they're freaking impossible to pull off, but they seem to work significantly differently in Razor's Edge. I've ended up playing a lot of Razor's Edge as Ayane, so I've gotten better with her moveset than with the default characters, which may not be a good thing. Oh, I see, this is decorative roof. I can't actually go there. Yeah, I'll have time to play Razor's Edge later, so I shouldn't be talking about it while playing this game, but it has got its spikes of difficulty for sure. You don't get healing items in that game. You have to heal by reaching checkpoints or by using Ninpo. Ninpo in that particular game, it's like you get I have to remember how ranged combat works, because this is bad. That's how it works. Oh, except that you don't auto. I guess you do auto aim. I just didn't shoot enough. Well, this is fine. I didn't use the. Okay, there's Lives of the Thousand Gods. So now there's supposed to also be a Lives of the Gods around here. Somewhere. There's the top of the dragon statue. Hey, it's Muramasa's statue. It's not glowing blue though, so you don't get to level up a weapon, unfortunately. So we can afford one more of these. I guess we'll buy one, because I don't know for sure that another one is coming up. I'm playing on the easiest difficulty level, but it is the default difficulty level, blocked guy, if you're still watching and trying to figure out ways to taunt me from afar. He's not geographically farther away than he was, but... Well, here's, well, so we actually have another statue we can go back to that we didn't use. Pat myself on the back like I'm doing super awesome for having not used every healing opportunity when we're playing on the easiest difficulty, but it is the default difficulty. That just happens to be the easiest. Take a second to see, where is this Live of the Gods? The lone chest, okay. Item, Live of the Thousand Gods, item, Lives of the Gods. Open the... Oh, up the stairs is a body with a Life of the Gods in it, assuming that it is the same between these Xbox 360 and PS4 versions, so... Not that body. Oh no, I might have just, well, I just got to a cinematic that can I skip this? I want to kill you. Mother, I want to... Yeah, come on, baby.
You must be Genshin.
I saw you in a flashback in the next game.
Must be Hayabusa's little cub. It is said that a dragon ninja would die to protect the demon statue.
That must be his Elizabeth.
Eager to fulfill your duty.
Oh, it's not his duty to die, it's just an option.
Now, Elizabeth, you must keep your word.
You must teach me what the name is for that little line over the E in your name, the second one I mean.
Your death will atone for generations of iniquities. bloodline of the Dragon Ninja ends here.
Oh, wait a second, dude. I'm not responsible for whatever the fuck that my ancestors did to you. I don't know why I'm in a huge hurry here, 'cause I actually want to, I want to know if I can back out of this fight and see if I missed that Life of the Gods. So I'll just let him kill me. And that will waste the revival token, but I should be able to get out of that. I'm assuming I can't escape from this fight and just go back out to the hallway. But as he said, unless his pattern changes when you do more damage, I was doing all right anyway. This screams boss who will be back later and more difficult in a later chapter. He's got to be like a plot dude. So if I do not want to continue, yes, I will lose my unsaved progress, and we will go to. Wait, what? New save. Oh shoot, maybe I can't back up because I'm not manually saving each time. Maybe my autos. Oof, yeah, I might not be able to get back. Let's see what our options are when we load the game. Chapter 2 checkpoint. Chapter 1 clear. Okay, I got 749 and 752. Okay, I think this is going to work. But if not, we just lost a Life of the Gods item, and well, we can probably still be okay. I don't know that I want to play through the whole chapter again to get it. We got Elizabeth. Yeah, it might be that I need to actually figure out how to manually save at these checkpoints, because otherwise, if you advance the plot by mistake and you're relying on autosaves... Okay, no, we're fine. It was going to be a pretty big revelation one way or the other. Did we automatically go to the beginning of that fight with that dude? But as it is, we can go up these stairs, and we just don't go that way. We go the other way and see if we can find a Life of the Gods. Although it seems like over in this direction somewhere. Here we go. Alright, Life of the Gods. Life of the Party, key item. Just for the hell of it, we'll save again. Probably a complete waste of time and energy to do this, but we'll see. Let's spring on the walls for no real reason, just because it's fun. Why learn the secrets of the ninja? It's fun. Stop killing my dad.
Father. Oh.
Oops, looks like that. Oh, that reminds me of at least one little spoiler I got from playing Razor's Edge first. It is not. There's not a ton of the plot of this game discussed, but there's at least one thing I noticed. Oh yeah. I guess this has to happen during the course of this game.
Now, Elizabeth, you must keep your word.
But my word was Thunderbird.
Stop!
Hey, don't ignore me.
Your death will atone for generations.
He's got great ninja stealth. Check him out.
Bloodline Dragon Ninja ends here.
I'm actually doing significantly worse than I did last time, so that's good. Wow, significantly worse. Yeah, I'm doing a lot worse than I did last time. This is not fun. Oh well. Jeez. When we both go airborne, he wins. Pretty consistently, he wins if we go airborne. And I know I don't have to pause to use healing items, but hey, I turned around and blocked intentionally to avoid this situation. No fair, I avoided a super crazy combo. I should get credit. I mean, I avoided a super fireball thing. I should get an opening to attack. That's basic ninja rules. So much better before I decided I needed to get that Life of the Gods. I really tried to dodge that. I guess this is what I get for being greedy about Life of the Gods. I got off to a great start against them, and then now I'm like sucking. By great start, I mean I wasn't needing every healing item I've got. So I guess there's a flip side to deciding you need to get every special item. I used a whole bunch more healing items on my second try. But Dad wants us to follow the woman. He can't. He's still in his pajamas.
Go now.
But Dad, you don't have as many healing items as I did. 90 to the bunch. Yeah, he didn't seem like he was that bad. I think I just kind of got off to a lousy start there. Whatever. We'll be fine. I'll just I don't think we are going to be in a huge issue here for having done it that way. But in theory, if I wasn't recording right now, I'd probably be tempted to go back and redo that. But oh, I've unlocked Falcon's talents for team missions. If I wasn't recording, I'd be tempted to redo that again. But it's like, man, just move on. You don't have to buy weapons upgrades, so we can. The only use for our cash is to replace those healing items. Thunderclap of Catastrophe. The graceful Alexei, one of the 4 greater fiends, appears in the skies over New York, raining lightning upon the streets of the proud city. Ryu Hayabusa arrives in Manhattan in search of Elizabeth, who escaped from Hayabusa Village with a demon statue. The fiends have already begun transforming New York into a fiend realm. Well, it didn't really take a whole lot. Ryu's battle begins as the thunder and laughter of the greater fiend echo throughout the city. So Alexei's one of the greater...
An exquisite city of stardust.
Stardust? You mean Cody Rhodes?
But you, my lady, must be so tired of the view.
Ghostbusters 2 did it first. If you're doing what I think you're doing.
Are you pleased? I know you've never liked him.
He's a creepy fella. So, stealing the statue is enough to make this happen? We really should have put more than one guard on it. Typical ninja Ninja Gaiden fashion, we'll do some super sweet stuff during the cinema scenes, and only mildly sweet stuff during actual gameplay. You should be taking care of the demon bird. He's your steed. You shouldn't murder him. Well, oh, I got healed, I guess. Well, now I need to pause the game because I didn't really think ahead to making sure I had a good knowledge of where we will start finding some stuff. Make our way to the northeastern alleyway to find a chest that contains Bagurian flails. Okay, so before we actually leave this broader area, we need to find Bagurian flails. And also, I need to replace the frickin' gear that got blowed up. Oh, there's Muramasa. Hey, it's a golden Muramasa statue, too. I think. I should be allowed to level up one of my weapons. Oh, no, it's the blue ones that let you do that. Never mind. So now we're back to having 2 of each of the healing things. Hopefully, not a particularly good run against that boss. I'm sure that it's not only possible, but easy if you know what you're doing to beat him on this difficulty without taking a hit, but I don't know what I'm doing. Zang zip the war dogs. Damn, I'm taking off hits. So a pack of demon dogs, that's a thing. How much money did I get out of that? Wrong button, JG. It's start, not select. Not enough to buy anything. Here's the Bagurian flails, probably. No, it's an herb of spiritual life. That was not mentioned in the pack. Oh my god! They're leaving out massively important details, like where to find the cheapest healing items in the game. Actually, had I known one of those was available right away... Oh, that's right, supposed to use... I probably would actually have shopped slightly differently had I known that. I would have bought one of the expensive ones and just have settled for only having... If I hang around here, do you guys spawn forever? Could this be like one of the things that really drove that guy that I need to stop talking about nuts, where he knew I was farming essence in certain areas? Ninja Gaiden Sigma had certain rooms where enemies would continue to reappear, and if you got to a point where you were getting more health than you were losing by fighting them, you could you know, max out your cash, which I did a couple of times over the course of the game. I mean, it doesn't stay maxed out very long, but... I saw that blue trigger, I thought it meant I had a target. There we go, Bagurian flails, a vicious flail made during the Middle Ages in the Bagur Empire. These were of some use to us in the last game, particularly... We haven't actually used the dual swords yet. But these were good against those, like, demonic fish. In fact, had I gotten good with these in general, they might have been just a good thing to keep equipped all the time. But I generally preferred the haven't used these either. These are, I thought I had the dual swords equipped. Oh, never mind, I don't have the dual swords, that's just a sword. What is the diving thing with this? Okay, maybe not every weapon has it, but they did give it to the Lunar, the diving swallow, or whatever it's called. It sounds vaguely dirty. Actually, you don't quite have the diving swallow with this either. Burst wind, shadows, footsteps, obliteration, flying bird. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Why are you loading? What's going on? Flying swallow technique. Here we go. Okay, never mind. You do need the dragon sword for it. That makes sense. That's how it worked last time. So when the game actually unpauses here, I probably need to... This weird premonition I was going to get attacked by a bunch of bats. It's time to call it a video. So when we come back, folks, we are now in Act 3. We traded in a Life of the Gods item for a whole bunch of healing items that it didn't look like I was going to need to use until I decided to go back. And we are in New York City, which has been taken over by this kind of effeminate Liquid Snake Styles demon who's talking about Stardust, who is Goldust's zany brother who didn't want to do the gimmick, so he quit WWE. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll join me next time for more